Hey guys, happy Wednesday. Wow, it's the middle of the week. Hump day. All right, so what's happening here is more of a skill component instead of a strength component. So for the first part of class, a little bit different, a little bit unique. We want to have this in the EMOM format. I believe it's 12 minutes, so it'll be 3 rounds of 4 movements. We want to start movement 1, rope climbs, into a handstand hold, 30 to 40 seconds, into farmer's carries for 100 feet, and then into ring dips, 6 to 12 of those, right? Each minute on the minute. And so I'm about to go over these. The rope climb, right? Couple things that'll be in your best interest is A, if you learn the bite, and then B, keep the rope close, all right? And so I'll show you a couple of things to do that. Typically, I just like to drive the knee up and then let the rope fall on the inside of the part of the leg, close to just the inside part of the leg. And then as my knee comes up, I take my non-working leg at the beginning, and then I just swoop it on the outside of the rope and bring it to the top of my foot, right? This is the bite, and I can hang out here for a long time. Once I have the bite, all I do is simply stand. You see no arms involved, they're kind of close here. I just simply stand with my legs, and then I just find my bite again. So again, my knee come up, bottom foot comes up and around, keep the rope close so that way I can push my feet down and stand. All right, come down. I just like to reverse the way I came. So I just go hands to my feet, and then I just go feet, go, right? And so there's a lot of different ways. You'll see people slide down like they freaking work for LAFD. I don't know how to do that, right? And so I just like to bring my hands to my feet, let my feet go. I'm tall enough where I can do that once, maybe twice, and then I'm at the ground, voila, right? So 1 to 3 of those inside of that minute. Once we get done with that, we'll come over to the wall. And we want to go with 30-second handstand hold. A couple of different ways you actually do that. Just your normal handstand way. When you guys do this, just make sure you're actually pressing into the floor, and then just try to avoid your feet just kind of like clomping on the wall. That's really, really weird, right? That's really weird. And there's really no development there. We don't understand what we're missing because we're moving so fast that we can't feel anything, right? So slow and control to the wall, pressing through the ground. 30 seconds here. Actively press up. You can bring a foot away, bring both feet away, bring it back to the wall. Play with that if you want to, completely fine. As you guys press down, you'll find more stability through the body. And another way you guys can do that, you can wall walk into it. I'm gonna cartwheel into it, but the belly facing the wall, kind of the same thing. Get here. You guys bring a foot off. If you guys ever took Chelsea gymnastics class, we do this a lot there. And if you guys haven't taken it, take it. You guys won't want to miss it. Bring both feet out, come to the wall. That'll be just kind of a good thing. You guys got 30 to 40 seconds there, all right? Once you get done with that, we want to go into a 100-foot farmer's carry. I know at CrossFit Venice, Paradiso CrossFit Venice, 100 feet just down and back, right? Down is 50, back is 50, that's 100 feet. We want to take 2 of these things, the way to be recommended in the notes. So this will probably be too light. You probably want to make it heavy. It is 1 trip, it is walk. The slower the better. Work on stabilizing, right? Boom, lock the shoulders in, boom, boom, boom. Once you guys get done with that 100 feet, again, down and back at the Venice location, you guys want to get set up for 6 to 12 ring dips. I typically like the ring dips to be right around chest height. And the reason why I want the ring dips to be chest height, because we can like keep our legs long, right? If the rings are low, then we got to kind of go into this really awkward bend, and we don't create like transferable awareness, right? We always talk about this arch and hollow in our gymnastics things, and then those movements are like uber important, and so we just want to kind of recreate that any opportunity that we get. And with the ring dip, it's a great opportunity to kind of just be in this nice athletic hollow the entire time, right? So we always want to start in top support, and top support is technically arm straight, thumbs out, right? So arm straight, thumbs out, that's the top support. We come in, elbows drop back, head stays neutral, come here, right? So 6 to 12 of those. And I did do those strict. So if you guys got those, go ahead and do those strict. If not, we can go ahead and add a kipping element to it, right? So again, as we come down to the bottom support of the dip, we want to pop the hips, shoot the legs, and then as we create this weightlessness in our body, we want to shoot the hands into the rings, all right? We want to shoot the hands into the rings and forcefully get to that lockout position. So another reason it's good to have high rings, because it helps to happen a lot more natural, right? Because you're in a straight line, so like bending your knees is super natural. If you start with bent knees, bending your knees seems kind of weird because your knees are already bent. So your brain's kind of confused, right? So we're here, boom, straight leg, pop the knee, shoot the hands, and then that'll kind of help that movement become more available. You guys can always grab a band and use that to make sure there's 6 to 12 available to you. Whatever you guys choose, make sure you choose appropriate and make sure you guys choose something that allows you to work for those 6 to 12 reps. We don't want this to be easy. Again, skill development, have fun with this, go get it, guys. Hey guys, after we got done with our skill component, now we got our conditioning component. It is CrossFit Games Workout 18.1. Here, guys, we start with 8 total bar, right? Then we'll go to 10 single arm dumbbell, hang clean, and jerk, right? You guys can do those 10 any way you want to do them. Best practice is 5 on one side and then 5 on the other side, right? And then once you guys get done with that, you guys will have a 14 calorie on the row. So sit down on a rower, just row for 14 calories, and you guys rinse and repeat that for 20 minutes, all right? So what happens here is we start with our total bar. Again, the kip, right? The CD, the arch, the hollow, how you guys want to do these things. We kind of want to start there, kind of work on the compression of our core. And we really want to think about controlling of the swing, right? To me, if the swing isn't controlled, completing the task of the total bar is kind of is getting the job done, but we want to have the job well done. And so that swing kind of controls, or to me, have you have that phrase, job well done, right? So stay control of the swing, and it doesn't matter if you get to the bar or not, because if you control the swing, eventually you'll get to the bar, but if you get to the bar, you'll always have to learn the swing, all right? So start with the swing, boom, compress in, total bar, right? So we got 8 of those. Once we get done with 8 of those, come down. Again, 10 total, 5 of arm. We want to start in the hang, so we have to stand up first. You guys can take it from inside, or you guys can take it from outside. Stop, press, down, right? And that has to stop here, there. Again, come from the middle, right? You guys can switch whenever you want. It has to stop at the shoulder. Hey, coach, can I just go overhead? It has to stop at the shoulder. Hey, coach, how about me just go straight overhead? Hey, it has to stop at the shoulder, all right? Dumbbell, hang clean, and jerks. Once you guys get done with that, you wanna hop on the rower, 14 calories, right? All parties, and then you guys will rinse and repeat those 3 movements for 20 minutes. You guys have fun with this, 18.1.